Taking out the old lifts was bittersweet. I've personally spent a lot of time working on all these lifts.
We're small, and we're always going to be small. So it's nice to see a company embrace small. And for Vail to come in and 5 new lifts across 2 very small resorts in their portfolio was just incredible.
We brainstormed on the best way to increase and improve skier and rider flow throughout the resort. First and foremost, we looked at the Big Boulder project.
What would make the most sense for our guests? Different lift alignments, creating different pathways, and taking out 3, putting in 1 lift to service more area. With our new lift alignment on Blue Heron, it has created a 1 lift to ultimately service all of our world-class beginner terrain.
At Harmony, we were able to center the lift at the very top of the mountain, where we were able to raise the top of Big Boulder Mountain about 25 feet. And that way, when you get off of that chair, you can access the intermediate and expert terrain without skating across the top. So you're gonna go from beginner to intermediate and advanced a little bit more seamlessly than you did before. At Jack Frost Mountain, we really focused on the beginner experience. So we moved what is now the Pocono chair in the middle of the 3 beginner trails and created this seamless flow so they can do what a lot of us do that work here. Like, we fall in love with the sport and it becomes part of our life. And if our new participants in the sport can share that with some of us that have been in the industry for a while, like, I think that's what success looks like for us. To be a partner with Skytrack and our excavator and the folks that have removed the lifts, it's really been a partnership that every day we have to coordinate efforts and be on the same page.
Snowmaking supervisors are involved, lift maintenance supervisors are heavily involved. We all had to chip in to help stay on that critical path. But in the end, it was all worth it because it comes down to putting the smiles on our guests' faces.
It was something that I've never even been close to fathoming. It was almost like building a ski resort on top of a ski resort. You know, I was sitting on top of Big Boulder when we opened the Harmony chair, and a couple of guests came up and they just like gave me this huge hug. And they're like, thank you, this is great. Like, thank you for being a part of this. And like, what that represented was a pretty special moment.
Some of the features that our guests are definitely enjoying on our new lifts, they're much quieter. They're like a Ferrari, but they ride like a Cadillac. The seated pads, lots of room in the motor room. The layout is exceptional. Digital readouts everywhere, so preventative maintenance is much easier. And our artificial snow surface at the load and unload areas just makes it so much more enjoyable.
You know, kids are saying like, oh my goodness, they're comfortable and they're padded and they're safe, and getting their kids off and on them is so much easier than it used to be.
When we cut the ribbon on the Blue Heron chair, the guest experience shifted immediately, and the guests had smiles on their face and were having a happy and great time. That gave me validation that all the hard work that we put in this summer was totally worth it. You know, one of the things that was really important to us in the Epic Lift upgrade was trying to find opportunities to give back. When you replace old lifts, there's a lot of nostalgia behind the lift chairs. We wanted to use the lift chair sale and give back to our community. And where did we think that that was going to be the most impactful? Well, the people that support us each and every day.
The Lake Harmony Fire Company, Lake Harmony Rescue Squad, Albrightsville Fire Company, their volunteers work a ton to keep these communities safe.
They've been able to purchase a new fire truck and then a new ambulance for the rescue squad.
There's something very special about both of these resorts. And I hope the next 50 to 75 years brings a lifetime of enjoyment.
We see everything going up from here. I mean, no pun intended with the ski lifting.
I think of like dream projects personally and how that impacted me. Like, it actually went beyond my dreams. I'm super thrilled to have been part of the project and part of this team.